Hey everyone, I'm here with a good friend of mine, Joel Peterson, and we are chatting here today because, as many of you in the Hima Reddy tribe or those of you who've been checking me out on YouTube know, I haven't really dabbled in crypto, okay? I can analyze a Bitcoin chart like the best of them, but it's just not my strong suit wheelhouse yet, and I want to learn more. So Joel is somebody I met, what's been now, I think 2 years almost,
Been a
Joel,
couple
right?
years,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's definitely got a lot going on in crypto space, so wanted to learn from him and share that with you guys. So Joel, what do you want to share that you think is interesting in the crypto space now, or that, folks who maybe haven't delved into it would want
Right.
to know about, especially current conditions? We're in an interesting spot where finally Bitcoin has broken higher, right? And how that plays into what you're doing that you can use to, make money from these kinds of moves.
Yeah. It's really interesting because if someone has never been in crypto before, usually what they hear is what they hear on the news, they hear on reports, they just hear little blurbs, maybe things on Twitter. And what you find out is that is not what's really happening. That is,
Right.
you have to be really careful about what you're hearing from your sources and that. So the thing is, like, the great thing about crypto is this. It's a volatile market, and that's good, and it can be bad. Bad if you don't learn how to do it. Bad if you just FOMO in, if you just, Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live pumping Dogecoin, that was the top of Bitcoin, those kind of things. So if you take it from a different mindset and you actually really go learn some fundamentals about when to buy and when to sell, your whole world will change. And if you actually really deep dive into crypto and learn how to do it, there's different methods, trading methods, bots, there's different things you can do. If you actually become a student of it, it can be very profitable. And if you can shortcut a lot of the mistakes that most people make. So you just kind of have a different mindset of, I always say, you got to think opposite of the crowd, of the herd. You don't want to go with the herd. You don't want the crowd. You want to be ahead of the herd. You want to think the opposite and filter out kind of all the noise. It can be very, very profitable. I found, Hima, that a lot of people that are they've been into stocks and different things for years, they're interested in crypto, but sometimes they're a little hesitant because they just don't quite understand it, and they might want to wait for a little while. But sometimes it's I'll give you an example. Can I show a chart? Can I show a chart?
Yeah, please do.
Is that okay?
That'd be awesome.
Let me just share.
We love charts here.
Yeah, okay. Let me just show you something here. This is one of our indicators that we use here, and I call this the trend indicator. Basically, this one tells us when to buy, when to sell. It's kind of our one of our most favorite indicators. And so I'll give you an example here. When everyone was here and at the top, we look back here in November last year of 2021, and
this is a daily chart of Bitcoin.
This is a daily chart of Bitcoin versus USD. And if you didn't know about this chart, if you didn't know how to follow this, and you were just following the news, this is right in when Elon Musk and was going on Twitter and Doge, and the market was so excited. People had made so much money in crypto from this big run right here, and then we dipped down the big here. Every retail and everyone's buying here at the top, right? Well, guess what we were doing? We were selling. We just follow these indicators, and as you see, we were this long, drawn out area here. And if you don't take a little time and learn how to do some of these basics of indicators, you'll just fall into these traps of just buying at the highs and selling at the lows. Just like if you go and study just basic trading methodology and the way things work with the way people think. I mean, it's classic. It's classic. And now we're breaking out here again, and we've got some, this, I don't know if you can see this here. I'll make this a little bigger, but this is pretty substantial right here on my chart. This little green arrow right here showing that we are going into a trend change. So for example, this last December, when we were down at 15,600, our indicators are screaming buy. And all through Christmas, time period, buying accumulation,
Yep.
because we could just tell that we were getting ready to hit some kind
Yeah,
of
that's
point here.
interesting because in the S&P market, which I cover a lot, December was just so freaking boring. It was like watching paint
Yeah.
dry, and it was just churning sideways. But I kept saying, guys, this looks like reaccumulation, which I think
Yeah.
could be a term you could apply in crypto too, right? This was institutions or whoever's coming in here buying for that long period. So is it the same kind of participation or institutions driving this action?
Well, it's very, very interesting because what you have to look here, and if I can get my chart to show this here, see this this spike here in lots of volatility, like volume coming in right here, when everyone was at Christmas and having fun and taking time off. There was a ton of accumulation happening right here. And this, along with some of our signals to go long right in this area, right about, especially that January 3rd, if you look at some smaller time frame charts, we see that. But this is a good indicator of a really, really good time to get in. And so what was happening right at this time, if you looked on the news, I was starting to see all kinds of articles of Bitcoin is dead, the usual things. You're starting to see it in major news publications, because what happens is the media gets a hold of these. They're looking for stories to do. The FTX crashes. And so then when you really start to see this narrative, that's another signal. It's like, okay, we're at the bottom here. So the thing with crypto is, you got to be patient sometimes. And, just if you're looking for trend trading, let me go ahead and I'll stop.
And that's cool because that's something that trend trading, whether it's future stocks, options, or crypto, yes, you have to wait. Those things aren't happening all the time. You got to live through that sideways bit to be able to get in there. So
right.
Awesome.
And just like anything though, that's just one strategy, right? That's the, trend trading. And that can be boring for some people. Everyone wants to make the money now, right?
Yeah, sure. There's definitely that urge.
Yeah, so there's that urge there. But there are other strategies that you can do in crypto with some bot strategies and other strategies where you can take advantage of shorter time frames. You just have to know how to do it and what you're doing. Filter out all the junk out there and the things that you see on Twitter and then just really kind of pick a couple strategies and just follow them.
Sure.
And
okay, awesome. So if you don't mind, so this word bot, I'm legit, I barely know what that means when it comes to crypto. I know what a bot is when it comes to filling in a form online and putting in a fake email address. But what is it that, is that other strategy that can come from bots? Is that what you're talking about? That's more of the scalping approach, taking advantage of smaller moves?
Yeah, exactly. Because what I just showed you, trend trading, you have to go look at trading view, you got to look at some charts, set yourself some alerts. You got to go push the button at the end of the day. So with bot trading, and there's lots of different kinds of bot tradings, but we perfected a few strategies that we use for ourselves. One's called Wave Bot, where we're going on these really short time frames, and we're just going in, and we have these methodologies in here where we're just going on these really quick time frames, going in and out, and we're just gradually taking things out of the waves, out of those middles. And even when markets are going down, we can short those and still make profits when going down. So this whole year, as markets have been going down, our bots have been running and making profits. And so that's the kind of everyone wants that, right? They want to be able to make money when the markets go up and the markets go down. And we actually do that. And not a lot of hype behind it, really. It's really just understanding and sticking with it and just learning how to set up these bots. The nice thing about it is they just they run 24/7. And that's a great thing about crypto. It is a 24/7 market that's not just open on, when
just like the Forex market, like the traditional market, which is a lot of folks are involved in because of that. And because it's kind of a lower cost to entry for Forex than for futures or stocks.
Definitely. And I've seen a lot of people that have been into Forex. They really like crypto as well. They all said, oh yeah, hey, I need to do crypto as well. So
they can make that transition over. Awesome. Yeah. So, there's anything else you want to share? I'd love to hear about. For me, really, this was just hey, what can I do in crypto that's already in my wheelhouse as a technical analyst, but also what are the things that can be done that I don't need to be proactively looking for setups or waiting for trends. And it sounds like bot would be one side of that. So I definitely look forward to learning more.
Yeah, it's definitely one of our favorite strategies. So it's been good.
Awesome. I'm so glad for you to take a little time to share with the crowd here and show the charts and all. And I'll definitely keep them posted if you've got some education that you can share on the bot side, the trend trading side, so that anyone in Hima Reddy land who wants to get into crypto, even if you get in ahead of me, guys, it's okay. I won't be offended. Can do so, and with folks like you that I trust and I know as people.
Great.
So I appreciate
Perfect.
that. Awesome. Well, thanks. Appreciate it,
All right.
Joel. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And everybody out there, please let me know in the comments if you want to learn more about crypto, about what Joel has to offer, and I can keep bringing friends like these to you to help you with your trading.